Hey clowns, welcome to Crimenelia Street. I'm Tori.
And I'm Sam. And we are gathered here today.
Couple of buggy, shiny girls.
Yep, that's what we do. Lots of glitter. Glitter is everywhere right now in my mind.
On all the countdowns. Yep. Lots of glitter.
Countdowns, which the countdowns are also countdowns within themselves. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yep.
We started with, I believe a 5-hour countdown, and then it went to 4 hours the next time, 3 hours, and then I think we're waiting on 2 and 1, and it's like, I would love a single. I would love a little taste of the album.
Do you think we'll get it before it comes out? I don't think she usually does that, does she?
I mean, she didn't do it for Tortured Poets. She didn't do it for Midnights.
None of the Taylor's versions, but that makes sense.
Right.
But maybe back in the Rep era and Lover.
For sure. Lover. I feel like I was hearing Me before. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
Let us know.
I'll get back to you on that.
I meant the listeners, but...
Oh, yes. Yes, you guys. Comment. Engage. Please.
Please.
Like and subscribe. Give us attention.
Please. We love it. We thrive.
Yeah.
Sam today is Shiny Bouquet Glitterbug, which sounds all too familiar. That was the name of one of the variants, right?
I think so. Something dark side, something, right? So that was in my brain.
The variants have been very oddly named, I have to say. I'm so confused about the bugs, where those came in at all.
Right. The shiny bug. I've never really seen bug imagery in her thing.
No, so maybe it's a lyric, and we'll find out once it comes out. That's got to be what
right.
it is, I feel like. And then the wording of the bouquet one too. It was I don't know, the golden bouquet lovely or something like that. It was very oddly worded, and I'm just what is she up to?
I'm not sure what is happening really.
What's she plotting? What is she plotting?
Tori is the buggiest show gal, so yeah, obviously the bug is on her mind.
Yep. I'm waiting for the day that we both come in with the same name. It's got to happen one of these times, right? This is the closest we've been, though. We both have same theme.
We're getting there. But how has your day been? It's Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited for the weekend. It's been okay. I'm getting over being sick, so that's a bummer. Especially because I was also sick last week. I had COVID last week. Recovered, went to Disney for the weekend. I think I got sick again at Disney. And that hit me midweek, but not as bad this time around. So just kind of nursing myself. But yeah, so it's been a worky day. Looking forward to the weekend and hopefully feeling better.
Yep.
How about you?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Just I was in the house and I heard this loud buzzing sound, and I realized it's coming from an outlet in the kitchen that nothing was plugged into. It started sparking and smoke was coming out, and it smelled like an electrical fire. So that was really fun, and we had to turn off all the power in our kitchen.
Oh my God.
So we're eating out tonight.
Oh no. Did the electrician come?
No, they actually are going to be here next Friday.
Oh, so fast. So fast. Are you going to be gone by then? No, you'll still be there.
Yeah, well, we're leaving on September the 3rd. So we're we just need things to not burn down it's under 2 weeks left.
Come on.
Please. I beg of you.
Just a little bit longer.
Yeah, and it didn't happen at nighttime. It happened during the day, so we're aware, and yeah.
So do you guys have to keep the breaker off until Friday? Until next Friday?
I mean,
what about your refrigerator?
So. We had to unplug our fridge, and we got an extension cord.
Good.
And hooked it up. It's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blast. But yeah, other than that, we're doing good. Selling my marketplace stuff. I think I'm a pro. And I met a Swiftie the other day. Yep, so that was cool. I sold a lamp to her. She was so sweet, and I was wearing, I have a shirt that says Parton, as in Dolly Parton, and Swift 2024. And she's like, I love your shirt. And then we started talking about, we're like, we can't wait for October 3rd. Yeah, it was a cute little moment. Just girly things, you know.
Yeah, love a Swiftie in the wild. It's like, I know there's so many of them out there. How come I don't run into them more often? You know, I feel like we need a sign, like a symbol, like, I don't know, a little tattoo somewhere.
Like a gesture.
Or a gesture. That's probably better. Like a little tattoo behind the ear.
I would love to get a Taylor Swift related tattoo one day. I just don't know what. But, all right. Well, should we get into the sad stuff?
Break my heart.
All right. So today we are going to be talking about a man named Floyd Thomas Paeyeneers, but he went by Tommy. He was born on July the 12th, 1974 in Hawaii. His mother, unfortunately, was a heroin addict, and he was born addicted to heroin. And the father was completely out of the picture. They had it pretty rough. They were homeless at one point. Him and his mother were actually squatting in someone's crawl space underneath their house. So it was pretty bad. And then, unfortunately, when Tommy was 3 years old, his mother committed suicide.
Oh my gosh.
And he ended up moving to Stillwater, Oklahoma to live with his grandparents. So they took him in and gave him a nice, loving, stable environment, which was great.
Yeah.
Stillwater, Oklahoma is a very small town. It's a very tight-knit community. Everyone kind of knows each other. It's pretty religious as well. He was more on the alternative side in high school. He really loved punk music and that whole scene. And when he was 18, he ended up getting a job as a car audio tech, and he really loved this job, and he ended up making it his career and being pretty successful. He met a girl named Jennifer Wheeler, and they fell in love. She was born and raised in Stillwater, Oklahoma. She was from a very established family in the area. They owned like the only florist shop in town.
Oh. So niche.
They were pretty well off. Yes. Pretty well off, very involved in the church. But Jennifer herself was also into the punk scene. She would always dye her hair different colors, and she loved going to concerts. She dressed pretty alternative, so she was kind of a black sheep in the family. They ended up getting married in September 1996, and everyone said that they seemed very in love. They had a great marriage. Their life was just going forward smoothly. Of course, Tommy, I mentioned his career was going very well. And he also wanted to help Jennifer accomplish her dream of opening up her very own hair salon. So he was helping her make the chairs and build all the booths and stuff that would go in the salon and everything. So super sweet. And also together they were helping Jennifer's younger brother, whose name is Nick Wheeler, with his band. And they would travel with the band, help set up the stage. Tommy would do the audio.
He's really a jack of all trades.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But the band was starting to get a lot of traction, and they were getting very popular. So lots of shows. They were very involved. And guess who the band is?
Oh, Blink 182.
Well, almost the same vein, maybe. The All-American Rejects.
Oh, okay. I've heard of them.
Yeah. Right. And I didn't even think that they would be around because this is 1996. I remember them coming out. The first song I heard was Swing Swing. And I think I was in 8th grade. So that would be 2002, 2003. So I didn't realize that they were that old of a band. You know what I mean?
Wait, when did you graduate?
2007.
Oh, I was 2008. I was thinking I was 2004 for a sec. Okay, never mind.
But yeah, so they also stayed very busy like with that. And then so all throughout this, Jennifer is really loving this kind of rock star lifestyle, even though they weren't on MTV yet or anything, but they were definitely busy. And she was really loving this, whereas Tommy, he was trying to be a bit more focused on his career, and he was kind of chilling out, and she was kind of wilding out.
Ramping up. Okay.
Yeah. And then Jennifer ended up being in charge of a lot of things for the band. Like she would book the gigs, she would help with the merch, she would set up the after parties, things like that.
Okay. So she's like part of the team of the band. And then he was like making sets and stuff, but he's kind of backing off now.
Right. Yeah. On the evening of November 29th, 1999, Jennifer calls 911 and said that she heard a knock on their front door. Tommy answered it, and she heard a series of gunshots and then found Tommy lying on the floor, bleeding out from gunshot wounds to his chest.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the police and paramedics arrived to a completely distraught Jennifer. They begin to perform CPR and they rush him to the hospital. And as all of this craziness is going on, Jennifer is rushing around trying to get ready to follow them when she notices that her purse is missing. And her purse was right by the front door where it's like they keep their keys on a little stand. And the cops kind of inspect it, and they also notice there's gunpowder residue on this stand as well. And then they notice there are bloody footprints walking towards the stand where the purse was. So Jennifer arrives at the hospital with the police, and after they worked on Tommy for over an hour, he was unfortunately pronounced dead. He had 5 gunshot wounds total. There was 1 in his back, 2 in his chest, and 2 in his neck area. Yeah, so just like crazy. I mean, they were about to go to bed and they heard the knock. Yeah, it's just wild.
I tell you, you can't open your door for anyone. No.
Oh, I do not.
I had like 3 people knock on my door, and I'm like, I guess it's solicitation Friday, but I'm not here for it. Leave a little note. I'm not doing it.
Right. If it's that important, like, text me.
Figure it out. Yeah, leave a note. I don't know. There's other ways to communicate than face-to-face.
I will never answer the door.
No.
And it's like, when I don't answer in, like, the first couple minutes, that's probably a sign to leave. Don't just stand there. What are you doing?
Yes. Yeah, I hate that. Most of the people will, like, stand back to, like, they'll ring the doorbell and then take a few steps back. I hate when people stand right at the door. I literally go to my room and hide.
Same. No, when Sho and I were living together, she said it was like we were little cats just like scattering like whenever someone rang the doorbell.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it's like you can see like their shadow through because we have like a frosted kind of window pane surrounding.
Yeah.
And it's like I hate it when you can just see the outline of the person standing. I'm like, no.
Spooky.
Stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't be at my door. I wish my Ring doorbell, like a little stick would just poke out of it and like just poke people away, you know?
Shoo. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we need to patent something like that. Yeah. So police asked Jennifer some questions about their afternoon prior to all this. She said that her brother Nick had come over for a bit to hang out that evening, and he left, and they were getting ready for bed when they heard the knock on the door. And thinking it was Nick coming back because he forgot something, Tommy just answered the door right away. And this first time, it turned out to be a panhandler asking for money. And Tommy said that he didn't have any, and close the door. And a short time later, they are pretty much in bed. They hear a knock on the door again. And this is when Tommy answered it, and Jennifer hears the gunshots at this point. And Jennifer described the panhandler as a black man with a lazy eye, and she is able to provide enough detail for the detectives to produce a sketch. They published the sketch, and people in the neighborhood recognized this man because he had been a panhandler there in town for quite some time. You just tend to see similar people, walking out and about. And his name is Scott Sanders, and he looked exactly like the sketch. So police bring him in for questioning, and they ask him if he owns a gun. He said no, but if I did, I would pawn it right away to get money. Like, he had a home, but he was he was barely hanging on here for that. Okay. So he was doing whatever he could to make money. And they gave him a polygraph test, which he ended up passing, and he did have a solid alibi for that evening. They searched his house and everything, and they couldn't find any weapons. And also the footprints did not match any of his shoes. The police were able to determine that the footprints were from someone wearing a really special edition Nike shoe. It was very expensive.
Was it male? Like a male shoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he definitely didn't have anything brand name like that. So they start to ask Jennifer and Nick if they know anyone who wear those shoes. They also begin to talk to Tommy's coworkers to get some more information, and they start to find out some interesting details about their marriage, that it might not have been as perfect as it seemed. Jennifer's role of kind of managing the band had her out all the time, and she would party a lot. Tommy was wanting to stay home, focus on his career, and their marriage was kind of headed towards divorce. He also started to get really sick a lot, lots of headaches and nosebleeds and stomach issues, and the doctors could not figure out what the heck was going on here.
Was she cooking for him?
I imagine at
she
some
wasn't
point.
Home, right?
Right. I mean, it was definitely not uncommon for her to be gone for days at a time.
I'm wondering, is she poisoning him?
That's a good hypothesis there.
Okay.
So, yeah, these mysterious health issues would kind of go on and off for months. And upon talking to the coworkers that he was very close with, by the way, it turns out that Tommy had talked about this 19-year-old guy named Philip Meadows that was hanging around Jennifer a lot. And she met Philip Meadows through the band. He would attend all the after parties and things like that. So they were partying together. And Tommy told his coworkers about this guy, saying that he would call Jennifer all the time. And Jennifer told Tommy that it actually made her feel uncomfortable. Like, he was very handsy, just seemed to really be chasing her. And then one day, a couple weeks prior to him being shot, Tommy was coming home from a work trip, and Jennifer's car wasn't there. He drove around town, and as he's driving by Philip's house, he sees her car. And this is where it's not good what Tommy did at all. So Tommy actually just walks right in his house, and he finds the two of them in bed together. They're dressed, but it's looking really suspicious. He tells Jennifer that he's like, "We're leaving." And she said, "No, we're not." And then he slaps her. And yeah, Jennifer ended up calling the police, actually. And Tommy ends up getting charged with domestic violence.
Okay. Yeah. That seems fair.
Right. I mean, you can't go around slapping people.
No.
Especially your wife. Even if she's cheating on you, that doesn't mean that you can slap her.
Especially a smaller person.
Right. So he did tell his coworkers that he was very ashamed of himself. He really regretted it. It was just in that heat of the moment, and he was so upset, which also, once again, no, I'm not saying, oh, then it's fine, but he did actually show genuine remorse, and he wanted to get back together with her.
Okay.
So police are finding out all this information from the coworkers, which kind of is weird to me, because wouldn't they kind of look at what's happened prior? Like, I'm sure they looked if he's been arrested recently, or...
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Like yeah.
Right. That's a little detail that I found odd, but...
Huh. No, that's interesting. Yeah.
So,
also interesting that they're getting this information from the coworker and not from her. Because I'm sure they interviewed her first.
oh, yeah, for sure. She has not mentioned any of this. No, our marriage was great. It was wonderful. I'm so sad, type of thing. So... Police are finding out all this information from the coworkers, and they decide to bring in Philip Meadows for questioning. And Philip told the police that he was actually out with his two friends, Cameron Chesney and Kenny Lewis, that evening, and that they went to a few...
They sound
I
like
know.
Country artists, like just straight
They
out of a
do.
country song. Okay.
Right, Cameron Chesney. Yeah. So with the two friends, and they had kind of just spent a night on the town. They went to a few different parties, and he denied any involvement. And these two friends corroborated his story. And then beyond that, they refused to speak with the police.
Interesting. I always find it very interesting too when when friends corroborate a story. Now, if anyone else who was at the party, they went and asked other people at the party, hey, did you see this person there? And those people are like, oh yeah, for sure. I feel like they have less stake in it. Like, what do they care? Anyways, that's just my 2 cents. I always find that interesting.
Absolutely, for sure. And at this point, the police asked Jennifer to come back in for questioning, and then she starts to refuse to work with the police. So she is no longer cooperating. And it's it's not even, oh, I need to get my lawyer. It's just like, no, I'm not doing this. So then this is a few months later, on February the 16th, 2000, Cameron Chesney shows up at the police station with his dad and tells police that he wasn't completely honest with them a few weeks prior.
Okay.
Right. He said that, yes, he was with Philip that night, but they weren't going to parties. They were actually joyriding around Jennifer and Tommy's neighborhood. When Philip suddenly, obviously Philip wasn't driving, but suddenly jumped out of the car and kind of ran off down the street. So they're like, okay. While Philip is gone, they hear some gunshots, and then shortly after, Philip runs back up to the car and says, let's get out of here. And they just never said anything about it after. He never addressed it, and I guess they never asked. So police decide that since they have no proof that this has happened, just Cameron's testimony, they get him to wear a wire to speak with Philip. And
that's intimidating.
So I know.
I wonder what he's thinking.
I could never. I just would be sweating.
He's like, I came and told you all the truth, and now you're like doing this to me. Are you serious?
And
But what a different story. Also,
very different. Yeah.
Okay.
And these are 18, 19-year-old kids too.
Right. Okay. True.
So Cameron gets wired up and meets up with Philip, and Cameron starts to say to Philip that he's feeling really guilty about not being honest with the police and thinks that he should go to the police to talk to them more about what happened. It's really weighing heavy on his conscience. Then Philip says, I know. Philip says something interesting. He says, no, absolutely not. You cannot go to the police. Otherwise, we're all going to get in trouble. And then he says, remember, you and Kenny knew what I was going to do, and you still went along for the ride. And then Philip also says in this same conversation that Jennifer was in on it too, and he really didn't want her to get in trouble. This is enough evidence for the police to arrest Philip and Jennifer for first-degree murder and conspiracy. However, it was hard to get those charges against Jennifer to stick because they didn't actually have any evidence. They were just kind of going off of what Philip had said to Cameron. So they begin to try and get Philip to testify against her, and they say that they will take the death penalty off of the table if he works with them.
This was 1999 too, right? So they're not like texting or anything.
Right.
'Cause I feel like that would be the proof these days. You know, there'd be some kind of like text stream or something, but
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe pagers, but you couldn't really.
Yeah, what do you send like an
It'd be like
eight
short.
eights? You know,
Right.
eights
Boobs.
means it's done.
Right.
Boobs, yeah.
Right. 80085. So he starts spilling the beans here, and he says that Jennifer and himself had actually been having an affair for quite some time, and he wanted her. This part gets me. He wanted her to divorce Tommy, but she said that she could not because of her family. Like, them being so religious, divorce was just completely off the table.
Okay.
Which is
Now-
odd given.
The next choice, yeah, if it's true. Yeah, it seems like that. The Ten Commandments, isn't it number 1? That's thou shalt not kill. Is that? Do I have that right? I might not.
It's like love your God love me, God, over everything else, and then
That's
do unto
number 1.
others as you would have done unto you. But thou shalt not kill is definitely on there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
Not
it's
number
one of the
1, but-
golden rules.
I don't think it says thou shalt not divorce.
Right. And
Okay.
also, I feel like the Bible says divorce. I'm pretty sure the Bible says divorce is okay if there's unfaithfulness involved. I might be totally incorrect, but I swear I actually read something on that today. So, and yeah, it's just funny. No, I don't want to disappoint my family.
Right. We'll just kill him.
Let's kill him.
Yeah. Oh,
So the mental gymnastics for that. And so the only way that her and Philip could properly be together is if they just got rid of Tommy. So it's not funny. It's ridiculous, and that's why I'm laughing. So she starts to put Visine in his Gatorade. She's trying to poison him, so you were absolutely correct. Ding, ding, ding. And so hence all the tummy issues.
Right.
That must have sucked. Like, that's horrible. Let me just slowly poison you.
With Gatorade, too, Gatorade's supposed to be life water, you know? Like,
Right.
it's stuff that makes you
Hydrating,
feel better.
electrolytes.
And Visine, I never knew. I mean, I've never tried to drink it, but
Right. I've heard it gives you diarrhea. I didn't know. I've never ingested Visine anywhere else but my eyes.
while poisoning symptoms are
odd.
uncommon after the drop to the eyes, these agents can produce significant poison if taken orally.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
I would say good to know, but it's, you know.
It's not.
It's not. I don't know. After she realized that nothing is really cutting it, like the Visine is not doing its job, I guess, that's when Philip tells the police that he decided, at that point, him and Jennifer decided to get his friends to drive him around that night so he could carry out the shooting. And it's so fucked up that she tried to pin it on that panhandler, Scott Sanders. Like, she
Yes.
obviously saw this dude around, so she knew exactly what he looked like. And like, it's a smaller, predominantly white town. So even to do that, I don't know, it's just fucked up.
That is so
And
fucked
it makes
up,
me
dude.
angry. Like, this dude is just trying to
Like,
live his
already,
life and get by.
and already having a tough life, too. Like, Jesus Christ.
It is crazy work to target him like that. So Jennifer ends up going to trial, and tries to say that her and Philip didn't get together until after Tommy died because people had seen them all around town. Like, they were fully together at this point.
Jeez.
And she just denies any involvement with this completely. Then, on March the 22nd, 2001, the jury finds her not guilty of murder, but does find her guilty for conspiracy. And she got 10 years in prison, but was released just after 4 years. Cameron and Kenny also got 10 years, but were released in 2005 and 2008, respectively. I guess Cameron, because he worked with the police, got a deal or something. And then Philip Meadows was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole. And he was released after 17 years in 2018. So they're all out living their life. Jennifer currently owns her own hair salon. She's back in her maiden name, Jennifer Wheeler. You can see the reviews on Google. It is wild.
Wow.
Like, it's like nothing ever happened, and it's just so sad.
Yeah.
I mean, 17 years, but that was a whole life he took. It was premeditated murder. Like,
Right.
it's just so wild.
Yeah. It's hard. So hard too because he was so young. How old was she?
She was definitely older. She must have been the same age as Tommy, and he was born in 1974. So yeah, because the big thing was, married woman gets teenage lover to kill husband were pretty much the
So it's her
headlines.
fault. I feel like it's mostly her fault. Like, because she was the older. Her frontal lobe was developed.
Yeah.
She should have gotten more time for
You
sure.
could have divorced him.
Literally.
Like, right.
That's what always gets me with these ones where it's like, well, we couldn't divorce. And it's like, no, actually, you can. It's actually a lot easier. It's not easy, but it's easier than that.
Right.
Like, what is going through these people's heads, too? They're so, like, arrogant. They think they're actually going to get away with it. It's crazy.
I would never be so bold. Yeah, no.
Wow.
I don't get it.
And they're just out among us.
Yep. Doing hair, and I think she makes, like, soap.
Interesting.
So,
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the pictures. The first one is Tommy, and then the second one is their mugshots.
I feel like I can't move past her eyebrows in the mugshot.
Oh, snap. I think I remember them being a little wild. Yeah, and it also seems like Oklahoma is pretty tough on criminals, so it's just surprising that they pretty much, they did some time, but...
I can't believe she got off so easy. And I know she didn't do the act itself, but, like, he was young, and her... I don't know, it seems like she should have... Like, she was the mastermind.
Right.
It feels like.
For sure. Yeah, those eyebrows are something else. Don't worry. We'll post those on Instagram and such
Please.
for you guys to see. I'm not trying to, like, shame anyone, but I guess we don't really care here.
No.
And he's just, like, he looks so smug in his mugshot.
He looks happy. It's disgusting. And
It's,
then
yeah.
the picture of Tommy, he just looks so, like, wholesome.
I know. And just, like, the
Yeah.
whole life he had leading up to this, and it's a shame. I really could not. That's the only picture I could find of him.
Oh, interesting. And I know he's not, like, totally wholesome. Like, he obviously had his flaws, and, we heard a little bit of that. But, man, yeah, it just feels like you can't be the mastermind of someone's murder and only do 4 years. That's kind of what's sticking with me here.
Right. And just to seemingly just pick up and move on.
And does she do people's eyebrows like that at the salon? Did you see any comments about the eyebrows?
I did not. I didn't. I'll have to go back and check, though, because that would be funny. This lady messed up my eyebrows. 0 stars. And she's essentially a murderer, so.
There's that. I can't believe she stayed in the same area and opened a business there, and it's successful.
The audacity.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, just the whole, I can't get a divorce. No. Divorce? Me?
We'll just
No.
give him Visine.
Yeah, just a little poison. And also the whole kind of trying to pin it on Scott Sanders is reminding me of, have you heard of the case? I think it's in California where the mother she said she was in a parking lot changing her son's diaper in the back seat when she heard someone say, "Hola." Bless you.
So sorry.
Bless. Someone tapped her on the shoulder and said, "Hola," and she turned around and they like knocked her out, and then she came to and her baby was gone. So she's freaking out, and there just happens to be no security cameras in that particular parking lot. So her and her husband, they're pleading. They're like, "Please take care of him. Please just make sure he's fed and clean," and blah, 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 blah. And it seems like he's a bit special needs. And it comes out that the father has gotten in trouble for being rough with one of his other kids. And they see there happens to be a surveillance camera at the parking lot across, and like no one comes up to her. And she has like a little black eye too, by the way. And just the fact that she's like, someone said "hola," like trying to pin it on someone who speaks Spanish. And they have just arrested the parents. And the baby, like how the baby acted was similar to like how babies with shaken baby syndrome. So it's like this guy is obviously abusing this child, shaking his kid, which literally, I saw the worst thing. It was how hard you actually have to shake a baby to do damage like that. Because, like, I, like, bounce, my baby up and down. And I'm like, I don't want to ever shake him too much.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, I don't want to shake him like that. But I'm, like, bouncing. But I'm also being
You're doing it
careful,
playfully.
not doing it too hard. Playfully.
But still, it comes in your head where you're like, oh, my God, am I doing it too much?
Am I hurting my baby? No.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Right.
Exactly. I'm like overly cautious about it. And
exactly.
to actually cause that kind of damage, it is crazy how hard you have to shake a baby to cause damage like that. And it just makes you feel sick. And these parents, it was definitely Chris Watts vibes in all the interviews. And just for her to somehow have, like, obviously she had to get hit somehow to get a black eye that she said this person.
Right.
But yeah, they've arrested the parents. So
good.
Who knows where, I mean, obviously.
It's not looking good for the baby, probably.
No. So it's so sad.
Oh, my God. It just, like, is so infuriating.
It really makes you sick.
It does, yeah. So maybe we should talk about happy stuff.
Yes.
So, okay, how many 1989 outfit colors did we have? We had 5, I think, right? Like full colors?
I believe so.
Yellow, pink, blue, purple, orange, green. 6.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll get 6 full variants.
I keep on going back and forth with the variant, and I get why variants are a thing. I just think it's wild to purchase something, and some people are purchasing all of them, which go for it. But like for an album that we haven't heard 1 second of, like
I know, yeah. And I can't talk because
obviously.
I did do it with TTPD, but it was like a collector's thing, which is what I'm assuming people are doing. And it was also at a time in my life where I just had like fun money to spend.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Now I'm at a time where I don't, and things have changed for me. But and now that I will say the variants are a little bit more annoying to me now that I can't buy them all.
Right. I've
Just
never.
There's like,
I don't think I've ever.
Yeah. There's this big countdown every time, and I'm just like, oh, what's it gonna? So I found myself not getting as excited about the countdowns. But maybe we'll get a single, like you said.
Right. Because I'm thinking we'll probably get. Is there just one day in between the countdowns? Like it will count down, and then
like every other
it will
day.
drop, and then the full day, and then the next day. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
I feel like
tomorrow
it has
morning.
been like that, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll get another tomorrow, and it'll be 2 hours and then 1 hour.
maybe something.
My thing too with the variants is that I wish you could see them all up front at the same time, which I know like maybe people wouldn't buy as many then because they'd probably just pick their favorite, but I would appreciate that. Like I liked the picture on the shiny bug ones a lot. Like, girl, that photo.
I know. I mean, I'm definitely kicking myself for not purchasing one of the like deluxe CD things that come with like a little trinket, like a little bracelet.
Yeah.
There's different things for each one.
There was a lot in that for the price.
Yeah, it was only like $20 or something, right?
17. Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't even look because I don't buy the merch or the vinyls or the CDs. So
not even the vinyls. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, just because I've just never like been in that moment where like I have the fun money that I'm just gonna spend on, you know what I mean? But maybe one day. Next time I see that deluxe CD though, I wonder if it will ever go on sale again. We'll see.
I know. Yeah, it was definitely a good deal. It's probably like one of the best deals I've ever seen on her site, honestly. I'm still glad I didn't get it, but I do think about it sometimes.
Yeah. I feel that.
So we have, like a month and a week until we get the new album, and I can't wait to hear it all.
I'm so excited.
I noticed that I saw that canceled is spelled what has like one more L or one less L. It's spelled like the British version, right?
Which it's like, I feel like I've always spelled it with 2 L's.
No, me too. That's why I was like confused as to which one it is. Because I feel like I've always done 2. I'm trying to like type it just to, no, dude, I've always done 2 L's.
Right. Whoops. And also like we would have gotten, like we've written papers and things. Like I'm sure I've written canceled at some point in a paper. Like,
I wonder if she didn't know that. Because it feels natural to me to do 2 L's.
Right, it does.
Do you know what opalite is?
Opalite?
A man-made glass that imitates the look of natural opal and moonstone, often appearing milky, white, or blue with subtle iridescence, and is used in jewelry and as a decorative stone.
What does it mean?
It's giving girly. I know it says man-made, but it's giving girly. Right. Interesting. Yeah, I wonder what that song could be about.
Yeah, I'm can't wait for eldest daughter.
Yeah. It's gonna wreck us.
Gonna be interesting. And father figure. What's that about?
Right.
I mean, we could guess, but
thanks for joining us on Crimenelia Street tonight. You can follow us on Instagram at Crimenelia Street. Follow us on TikTok at Crimenelia ST Podcast. Or send us an email with any positive feedback or a case you want to hear at crimeneliast@gmail.com. Bye, clowns.
Bye, clowns.